Hey everyone, welcome back to Fresh Squeezed RC. And on today's episode, I don't have a Kyosho. I have a RedCat. But this one's actually pretty good. It's the MT10E. This is their 10th scale monster truck. So let's just get right into this. We're going to start talking about how awesome the box is. So as you can see, fantastic artwork like you would expect. Well constructed. On this panel here, it starts telling you about the motor and the ESC and the save box. See, not even the box cares about the box. We're going to talk about the truck. But first, I'm going to talk about why I bought this truck. I've seen this truck for a while, and I've read the spec sheet. And man, the spec sheet reads really well. It's got metal dog bone axles. It's got metal dog bone drive shafts. It's got metal on metal mod 1 gearing. It's got a Hobby Wing ESC and a 4400 kV motor. I mean, it's got, ball and socket suspension. The spec sheet's pretty awesome. It's 3S capable and it's $300 ready to run. So I thought about it for a while and finally I decided to bite the bullet. So I got this over, of course, from Joe over at OMGRC. And this retails for $300 ready to run. So the spec sheet is awesome for $300. And it's got LED lights, it's got a wheelie bar. The wheels and tires are fantastic. The truck is fast. It wheelies. It double backflips. I mean, it's kind of violent in all the right ways, and it's held up pretty good so far. But we're going to talk about what you get in the box. And we're just going to get this out of the way right now. While this transmitter is functional 100%, it is honestly a letdown to the rest of the quality of the truck. It's kind of toy grade-ish. Thank God it only takes 4 AA's. I would have just thrown it out the window if it took 8. But it does work. So I'll say that all the functions, the adjustments do actually adjust things, and it does work, and it has plenty of range, but it just doesn't make sense together. It doesn't, it's just, that's my only issue, really. You get a great owner's manual. Really, really nice, full color, very clear pictures. Actually, one of the better owner's manuals I've ever had, so kudos on that. Like I said, truck's got fantastic grip. It's fast, it wheelies, it backflips, it crashes. It does a lot of things. So check this action sequence out, and then we're going to talk about what it doesn't do afterward.
So
Alright, so I know after watching that video, you're all wondering, well, is it broken? Does it still even exist? Has it turned into RedCat dust? Because I know that there is a certain stigma behind RedCat, and I can understand why. It's hard to shake a bad reputation. I really feel like this newer generation of trucks is pretty solid. But I did break it. I broke the front diff. I did a full throttle double backflip off of a little bitty ramp, and it landed full throttle, and really high traction situation, and it sheared the pinion. So what I did, instead of calling RedCat, because I'm sure they would have sent me one, I just ordered one up and swapped it out. That way I could get this video out to you guys. But that's it. So we're going to take a little bit closer look. And I mean, literally, I was probably harder on this truck than I should have been. Just because, honestly, I expected it to break immediately. Just judging by everyone else's opinion on RedCat. You know, everyone thinks they're made of paper mache or eggshells or something. But I really don't think that's the case. So, shell is actually still pretty solid, surprisingly. Now it's got, thick aluminum shock towers on it. They're still 100% straight. It's got a Metal Gear Savox servo, which still works great. It's got a Hobby Wing Max 10 ESC. So this is good stuff, and it, works as it should. It's, like I said, all metal axles and drive shafts. Big bore shocks. They are plastic construction, but I never had a cap blow off or anything. I talked about the lights, which is cool. The wheelie bar is adjustable, though not, you don't just pull a pin. You actually have to take a couple screws out and adjust it that way. But I put it on the lowest setting. That seems to be where it's happiest. Because you can see this thing just wheelies and backflips and does crazy stuff. And honestly, the truck is a lot of fun. It's 100% more fun than I thought it would be. And it's lasted 200% longer than I thought it would. And it's still running. We're still going. So, minus a $20, differential fix, which is honestly my fault. As you can see in the video, there's, 3 or 4 or 5 double backflips on camera. And there was more than that weren't on camera. So, and it's still here. The tires are great. It does traction roll a little bit. It's got a lot of grip. The tires are actually really, really good. Foil independent suspension, it's $300, guys. Check it out. And if you want to get one of these, do me a favor, go check out my buddy Joe over at omgrc.com. His Instagram is myomgrc.com. Check out my Instagram, which is RC Lemonade. And also, if you order from Joe, use the code RCL and it'll save you 5% on anything you order. So make sure you do that. And, for $300, this is definitely worth checking out. There's nothing else that has a spec sheet anywhere near this for $300 ready to run. So if you're in the market for a 10th scale monster truck, this might be the one for you. We'll see you in a few days.